So after the last video I put up about the bio ring on the Nexus, I was having a thought myself about maybe turning the airline up the other way so that the air blasts down, and I didn't know whether it would work, but someone else suggested it on the comments as well, so I thought may as well just give it a go. So I'm going to do that today, turn it over. I do have a substantial air pump running it. Not sure if it'll make much of a difference, but it's worth a shot. I'd sooner have that than converting to the air stones that a lot of people have done in the past, putting air stones in the feet to try and agitate and prevent the muck from settling in the bottom. So I've literally just done the filters today as I do every Saturday afternoon. That's probably why the water might look a bit murky. I've cleaned out that little skimmer. I know I've said before, people have had a lot of problems with it, with them skimmers. I find it great. They're not there to filter the pond, they're just there to get the crap off the surface, and it works for me. Very rarely pops out of the water. I think the key is to get all the air out of it, and I only really get in there and clear it out twice a week, and it does accumulate a fair amount of crap. Also gonna sort through these this week and select the ones that I plan to keep. Plan to keep around 20. And you can see there's a nice two-step in there. I don't know if you've just seen it. The colours are really coming through. There is a few that are definitely worth keeping. And there's a nice three-step there. And there is a couple what look to be maybe Bennygoy. Probably, from looking at them, they look like they could be substantial sized fish, so I'm gonna keep a few of them back as well, and a couple of the what may turn into possible tanchos that have kept the strong red on the head. So I'll probably keep 20, 25 and then move the rest on, but I'll do a video on that. There's one of the nice three steps down there, but I know the water in there might look murky, but the parameters are brilliant. There's just no UV on it, so it's very green. I wanted to show you the sieve as well. I never emptied it yesterday for purposes of this video, so you can see the amount of crap that it does actually collect. I am going to sort of spray bar on that eventually. It's just one of them things, finding the time to do it. That's my makeshift spray bar. I'm just splitting the water so that it spreads over the sieve, stops it clogging. I was having to clear it out twice a day. Now I really only need to do it once a day. It only takes a couple of seconds. I was going to change that whole filter setup, but to be honest, the way it's working, there's a nice three-step there. But the way it's working, don't fix what isn't broken. It's keeping the water well, for now anyway. As they grow, I'm sure it'll start to fail, but I am going to start filtering them out now and getting rid. So I'll go on and give this a go by clearing out the biofilter and having a look inside and getting all the media out. I also dropped the temperature in here this week. Dropped it down to 18 degrees. I'll slowly start dropping it down to 15 or 16, where I'll keep it over the winter, get the covers on, which I have to build yet. And that will probably where they'll stay over winter, which will mean I can keep feeding. Don't know if you'll be able to see down there, but there's a fair bit of muck settling. in the bottom. I also found my 8mm socket that was missing, which is in there. But I've pulled the bio ring out. I've removed a fair bit of K1, about half of it I would say. And then I thought, how am I going to clip the bio ring back in over on that side? I'm going to have to do some contortionist moves there to bend myself into position, but it's one of them things that'll have to be done. Plenty of K1 removed, but I did notice on the line quite a few of them are blocked. So I'm going to give it a blast out with a jet wash, clean it out, and try and put it back in upside down. I'll give this a rinse with a jet wash and wash it down the drain, and hopefully get the bio ring back in with the air holes pointing down and see if that makes a difference. So managed to empty it, even with plenty of K1 still in it. Get the airline back in all the way around. Still haven't got my socket out, but what I will say is there's a gauze on the drain to stop the K1 obviously going down the drain. That got blocked up in no time with whatever was in there, so we'll see if this helps. So we're all back up and running again in there. Although I reckon my shower, the sieve on top of my shower, is probably going to take a battering because of the amount of, there's a lot of stuff there that's gone through the bio side now. Zero zipper action there, I don't know if you can see it. Sieve, there's some bio rings in there that I just used to keep some matured media in case I ever wanted. I did have Packy House media in there, which obviously I've put over there, and I've got zero zipper action on the other two. Best form of biofiltration. Yeah, you can see the fair bit of sediment in the pond. It'll have come through all that now. But I think what I'll do is I'll just give it a hit with a jet wash once a month in the bottom, stir it all up and just send it over the shower. Maybe change the sieve in the top, because it's a 300 micron that, because I didn't want to be cleaning it out every other day. But I have got some 150 in there, I'll maybe put on it, see how that goes. But the fryer are going to have to wait until another day, as the wife's just shouted and Ireland and Wales rugby games just kicked off, so that means beer and rugby. So I'll catch you all later. All the fines have cleared in the pond now, so the sieve and the Nexus will have taken them up. The clarity in the water's looking bang on, so quite happy with it. Definitely taking the air ring out of the bio and cleaning it out has definitely created more air in the filter, as there was a couple of dead spots. I thought I maybe had too much K1 in there as it wasn't turning over in some areas, but after cleaning out that air ring, it's definitely made a difference. So happy with that anyway. If it doesn't solve the issues with the crap in the bottom, I'm still glad I did it, obviously, because it's turning over better, but we'll see. I think I can just stick a jet wash in there once a month and that'll sort it out. That'll lift all the settlement out of the bio side. Oh, there's a piece of Jap matting in here. All I'll do is once a month I'll wrap that in filter floss and then jet wash the chamber, and that'll hopefully catch everything that's settling in the bottom. Ireland won the rugby anyway, that was good. It's always nice to beat Wales, so definitely had a few celebration beers. Really happy with the way the pond's looking at the minute. Water's great, fish are happy, no more raised veins, not looking pink. Yeah, chuffed with it. Happy ponding, as people have been saying. It's just some of the fry I've selected. I think I'll probably keep around 30 of them to grow on, and then move the rest on. Some of them are really nice. I mean, there's just a messy tancho in there, but I mean that one you see in the centre of the screen now. If the Benny will come through on that, it might make a nice fish. And this one, quite large, might make a nice Benny guy. Some of them are a substantial size already compared to the others. But yeah, that's the fry. These ones will definitely be staying with me. And then I'll select a couple more out the mix. Move the rest on. I was going to put them into the garage, but I think I'll just wrap the pond in Celotex Kingspan, because I've got a VR6 on the driveway that really needs to go into the garage. I'll do a bit of work on the car over the winter. The fish can stay out here. Maybe.